So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited. Diddy will be proud of you tonight. Are we going to see Diddy? I don't think he's here. He's out with French Montana. He's in Miami, actually.
So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber.
This is a church right here. It's in Agoura Hills, California, which is very close to Calabasas, and it was founded in 2009. The church was primarily founded by Kris. Churches do not have to pay any taxes. They don't even have to report their income to the IRS.
Do you or your family have any overseas tax shelters?
Where she's at. Anybody recognize this cabin right here that Kris Jenner's at? Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell at a cabin, but wait, is that? No, surely that's not the same cabin.
Hold on tight, because Kris Jenner may be heading straight into the biggest storm of her life. Sources are buzzing that the ultimate momager could soon be subpoenaed in Diddy's case, with insiders claiming federal investigators are quietly building an even larger file against her. Known as the Queen of the Kardashian Empire, Kris has always been praised for her charm and ruthless power moves. But behind the glitz, many say there's a much darker side. And this isn't just about questionable loans, shady finances, or fake accounts meant to inflate her image. It allegedly runs far deeper. Street whispers claim Kris wasn't just doing business with Diddy, but may have been running her own side of the infamous freak-off operation, allegedly using her daughters as pawns in a dangerous game of checks, clout, and influence. The rumors don't stop there. Some even allege she acted as a handler for Diddy, personally responsible for procuring underage boys and girls for his wild parties. Did Kris really exploit her own daughters for industry power? Was she secretly on Diddy's payroll? Those are the questions people can't stop asking. And the closer this story is examined, the uglier it seems to get.
I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp.
This federal RICO though, KK Kris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and who with Kim? They need to tell him now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming.
Over the past few weeks, Kris has been dragged through headline after headline as the fallout surrounding Diddy continues to grow. The more dirt that surfaces, the more people point out the eerie parallels between the two, with claims that Kris wasn't involved in just one or two freak-offs, but allegedly ran an entire operation of her own. Shockingly, rumors suggest the first test of her notorious skills may have been her own daughters. According to sources, it all began with the Kim Kardashian tape scandal, something many believe destroyed careers at the time. But now, insiders claim it wasn't a leak at all, but a carefully planned production complete with contracts, NDAs, multiple takes, and meticulous control, allegedly orchestrated by Kris herself. In 2022, when Kris appeared on The Late Late Show with James Corden and took a lie detector test about Kardashian scandals, she insisted the tape was an accident. Yet many viewers felt her answers didn't add up. Now, with Diddy's legal chaos dominating the spotlight, the streets are whispering louder than ever. Could Kris Jenner finally be facing consequences for an empire built on secrets?
Did you help Kim release her sex tape?
It's okay. No.
Why?
Things got explosive when Ray J took to social media and put Kris, Kim, and the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan on full blast. According to him, the narrative they've been pushing for years about the infamous tape being a leak was completely fake, and they tried to pin the entire situation on him. Ray J claims Kris Jenner didn't just watch things unfold, but allegedly orchestrated the whole situation like a master puppeteer. He says Kris made him sign a contract and meticulously planned every step of the process. It gets even crazier, with claims that Kim was forced to reshoot the tape multiple times while Kris personally handpicked the take with the best angles. Ray J also alleges the release was delayed for months and timed perfectly with the launch of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, ensuring maximum media chaos and attention for the family. According to him, this wasn't just scandal, it was calculated strategy, a power move that shows just how far Kris Jenner was allegedly willing to go to control the narrative and dominate the headlines.
Manipulate us to do the shit. I take full responsibilities for the act. I was lit. We made a fucking lot of money. I get it. But we together, like, y'all really think that y'all was gonna, I don't know. You know what? Here's how I look at it. Your lawyer, Marty, right? Every time somebody talks shit about y'all of this magnitude, y'all always cease and desist. Y'all shut that shit down. Y'all tried to make Black China look crazy, right? Because you felt like you had the facts. Crickets. Kim ain't responded to this at all because she know what she did. And Kris, you know you ran the play. I'm going crazy tonight as far as like my energy because I'm so like disgusted at sitting back and waiting for what? Like waiting for what? I can't see the comments. I don't give a f about what nobody say. All I care about is my daughter and my son growing up. Like, damn, Pops is 100. Like, Pops would never put anything out without anybody's consent.
Imagine how strange and desperate someone would have to be to allegedly orchestrate their own daughter's adult tape and plan it down to the smallest detail. Many critics say this puts Kris Jenner on an entirely different level of unhinged behavior. But according to sources, that wasn't even the worst thing she allegedly pushed her children to do for fame. People have long noticed how Kylie Jenner repeatedly ended up in problematic relationships with much older rappers, and insiders claim that was no coincidence. Allegedly, Kris encouraged Kylie to spend time with older men from a very young age, and not just any men, but specifically black male rappers, to make the Kardashian brand more appealing to their black audience. What makes the situation even more disturbing is the claim that Kris didn't wait for Kylie to turn 18 before pushing her toward the first available rapper, allowing her to hang out with Tyga when Kylie was just 14 and he was already 22. Later on, Tyga reportedly spilled the tea, suggesting that their entire relationship had been orchestrated by Kris herself.
Stepped in, and there was a lot of codes being taught. It was like, you could do this, you should start this, you should start doing your hair like this, or you should do this. You should have that because you need black people because you need culture. If you ain't got black people behind you, you ain't got nothing.
Just think about it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to think about some of the stuff I tell you. I don't want you to hate me because I make one suggestion. It's a little intense.
Kylie and Tyga reportedly first crossed paths during Kendall's 16th birthday celebration, which was also the same event where Drake allegedly became intimate with Kendall, despite being almost 10 years older. Critics argue that as long as influence and clout were on the table, Kris saw nothing wrong with grown men acting inappropriately around her daughters. Because Kylie was still under 18, Kris allegedly used her public relations skills to shut down dating rumors publicly, while privately giving Tyga unrestricted access to Kylie, even allowing him to join family vacations with the family. During those trips, Tyga allegedly made unsettling remarks about Kylie, and by the time she was 17, it was widely accepted that their 17-year-old sister was dating a 25-year-old man. Instead of stepping in, Kylie's sisters reportedly praised her for being mature for her age. Things grew even more disturbing when Tyga featured Kylie in his music video Stimulated, which included highly unsettling lyrics. Despite the obvious red flags and public backlash, critics say the family showed little concern, later brushing past the situation as Kylie moved on from Drake rumors to Travis Scott.
Black China is your close friend right now.
Yes.
Tyga and Kylie, what do you think about that? Do you think Kylie's too young for him?
She's 17. The law thinks that she's too young. She's a baby. She needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock and relax.
Yeah. Girlfriend that you got to make sure what her calcium intake.
Nah, I'm over that. That's ridiculous. He should be ashamed of himself. That's how I feel, for sure.
What happens if you run into them in LA and, whatever?
I ain't speaking to them at all. That's ridiculous. He has a beautiful woman and a baby and left that for a 16-year-old that just turned 17. Like, nah.
And he still can't legally.
I feel like it ran its course, and then he started talking to Kylie at the time, which is, I think she was like 16 or something. Yeah, and we was like engaged and stuff. So that's kind of like what.
The drama didn't stop there, because Khloe fired back at Amber Rose by claiming she had been a stripper since she was 15. But Amber wasn't backing down at all. She clapped back, saying people shouldn't worry about her sister, who had her life together at just 17, and warned that those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Amber then went full savage, saying she was actually glad Khloe brought up her past, explaining that she did what she had to do at 15 to support her family, and added that it made her no different from Khloe's older sister, calling it even. And this wasn't the last time the Kardashians were dragged for shady behavior. Rumors soon began swirling that Hulu had seriously considered dropping Keeping Up with the Kardashians after explosive information surfaced about the family's alleged connections to Diddy. Although it was later confirmed that Hulu decided to move forward with the show, insiders claim the decision is shaky at best, with executives ready to flip at any moment. And honestly, with scandal after scandal involving Kris Jenner and her kids spilling into the public every single day, it's hard to blame them.
Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has disclosed disturbing details, accusing Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high-profile men.
She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, of course. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Oh, this party? I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
It's no wonder major studios are increasingly wary of associating with the Kardashian-Jenner clan, especially when the money rumors are added to the mix. The family has long been accused of exaggerating their net worth to appear far richer than they really are, doing whatever it takes to protect that image. A major example came in 2022, when Kim Kardashian was investigated by the SEC for promoting the crypto asset Ethereum Max without disclosing that it was a paid advertisement. She reportedly received $250,000 for the promotion while presenting it as a personal investment, leading fans to invest before the crypto spiked and then crashed in what many called a classic pump and dump. Kim was ultimately fined over $12 million and ordered to cooperate with the SEC. And let's be real, if she were truly as wealthy as she claims, why take a cheap crypto ad at all? That sounds more like influencer behavior than billionaire mogul moves. According to rumors, the entire family is drowning in debt, allegedly over $120 million and climbing, which could explain why they'll do almost anything for cash, including claims that Kris Jenner set up the California Community Church as a front for questionable business dealings.
Bought it for him, she pays his rent every month, and all the Kardashians give at least 10% of their income every single year to this church. And it's obviously because they're like good Christians, right? It couldn't possibly be like tax evasion or like money laundering or anything, right?
The Kardashians have always had visible ties to religion, but opening an entire church immediately raised eyebrows. This so-called church reportedly caters to the elite, charging members $1,000 a month plus 10% of their earnings as a tithe. On the surface, it may appear harmless, but insiders claim these donations are actually a strategic way for Kris Jenner and the Kardashian family to avoid paying taxes, while also helping their wealthy friends do the same. But according to rumors, it goes even darker than that. Kris allegedly collects money through this church from people like Diddy, then uses those funds to pay off victims or move money through transactions that can't be traced. This isn't just celebrity drama, it's being described as a full-blown empire built on manipulation, power plays, and alleged money laundering, with Kris Jenner sitting right at the center of it all.
Lou Taylor is one of Diddy's managers, is on the board at Hillsong Church Home. Are they the same church? I thought that he left Hillsong to do Church Home, or did Church Home or Hillsong just rebrand as another cult? Church Home. Apparently they're paying off Diddy victims from that slash fund. Bieber might be funding that for them right now. That's so interesting because according to you guys, Kim Kardashian unfollowed Diddy like literally 24 hours before this raid. Okay. Also broke up with Odell Beckham Jr. Like hours, the day of this raid. But we know Lou Taylor's connection to Kim Kardashian. I mean, it's long been rumored that Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians benefited from the $600 million missing from Britney. What if that money's going to that fund? But Lou Taylor like owns or co-owns or has stake in the church that Kris Jenner uses to shield her income and all of her daughter's income from taxes because she requires they tithe 10% of their income to her fake literally strip mall church. That's so interesting. Thank you for that contribution, Claire. But you guys see, look, I took the blinds down because it's still there, but it was bothering you guys. And I'm trying to not bother anyone. I don't want to get another account ban.
And then there's Lou Taylor, the same woman widely blamed for placing Britney Spears into the conservatorship that nearly destroyed her life, and the same figure accused of trying to manipulate Kanye West through drugs and threats involving his children. Turns out, Lou Taylor isn't some isolated villain operating alone. She's reportedly a close associate of the Kardashians, allegedly working hand in hand with them on multiple shady dealings. Sources claim Kris Jenner and Lou Taylor secretly collaborated behind the scenes to keep Britney trapped in that oppressive conservatorship, allegedly pulling in nearly $600 million in the process. But it doesn't stop there. Insiders say Lou uses Kris's California Community Church as a front to meet new celebrities, fabricate medical conditions, and funnel them into conservatorship where they're stripped of control and money. According to those same sources, whatever profits Lou makes from this twisted system are then laundered through Kris's church, with Kris allegedly taking a cut for herself. It's described as a hidden network of power, manipulation, and money, and once again, Kris Jenner is said to be at the center, pulling the strings while the world watches in disbelief.
You guys, I don't know how it's not more talked about, but Kris Jenner owns this church. This is obviously a huge tax break because churches don't have to pay federal, state, or local taxes. I mean, obviously this is just a tax loophole, but this is just another example of why Kris Jenner is quite literally an evil genius, and maybe she should be president, honestly.
And now it looks like all of this scandal could finally be about to explode in Kris Jenner's face. Word on the street is that she's allegedly being implicated in the Diddy case, with reports claiming federal investigators are closing in. If this turns out to be true, it could mark the beginning of the end for the Kardashian empire as we know it, and judging by the public reaction, many people are more than ready for that moment. One commenter said, "If this is true, I hope they're held accountable for their actions just like anyone else would be." Another added, "I've never cared about Kim. There's always been something off about her. She's shady and has no respect for herself." And yet another wrote, "Sorry to say it, but Kris has always been about making money any way she can, and the apples clearly didn't fall far from the tree. They'll do anything for $1. So what do you think? Will Kris Jenner's alleged involvement with Diddy finally bring the Kardashian dynasty crashing down? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and stick around, because the next video gets even messier. And if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe to US King Master for more powerful and eye-opening videos. Thanks for watching.